Hey guys, this is Brian McLaughlin with LearnToGrapple.com. And what we're going to be looking at here is a triangle setup off of the wizzer. So I begin with Jim in my guard here. What I'm first thinking about is getting his arm to the mat. So the first thing I have to do is I have to start swimming inside of his forearm here. Whoever controls the inside wins. Once I swim inside, I'm going to need to force him forward with my legs. Once his head passes my belly button, I know I'm going to be able to break him down. The wizzer is just a fancy word for an overhook. I'm going to come in here. When I overhook, it's very important that I get as high on his arm as possible. If I get a low or shallow underhook, there's a good chance he can pull his arm back, then I'm going to lose it. I want to get a deep underhook. Next thing I'm looking for is wrist control. I want to put his palm to his belly button. There's any number of grips you can use, but I like a palm out grip, right, with a C-clamp rather than a monkey, okay? I'm going to pull him in. The reason I'm pulling him in is his natural inclination is going to be to pull back. As he does, I'm going to go with his momentum, put his hand to his belly button. Very important, I have to make sure I let go, then close. I can't let there be a lot of lag time, because if I let go and leave my legs open, he'll force the arm back inside my legs. Once I'm here, I have one arm in, one arm out. I'm in golden position with the triangle. I could actually try to force things and close the triangle right here, but a lot of times his shoulder will get in the triangle and it won't work as well. What I really would like to do is pop my hips up, pass the arm across. Now I'm in good position to choke him. Grab my shin, foot on the hip. Pivot the body, bite the neck. I have to make sure that I bite right across the neck rather than across the shoulder. By biting across the neck, I make sure I get a good pinch on his carotid artery. I close my figure four. A little detail I do also, when I close, I flex my foot. That flexes my calf, which helps get a tighter triangle. Two hands on the back of the head, hips up, sideways pressure with the knees, pull down hard. Getting the submission. So once again, I begin breaking it down. Get my wizzer. Wrist control, pull forward, push outward. One in, one out, hips up, arm across. Grab the shin. The reason I grab the shin is to make this a closed circuit, so that when I'm adjusting, if he tries to posture or pull out, I'm pressuring down, keeping him inside. If it's open, I can try to clamp, but there's still a way out. When I clamp here, it makes it much more difficult. It also helps me reposition my shin when I angle out to get the finish. Common mistakes people will make. There's a lot of them, but as an instructor, the most common thing I see is that A, people won't get the wizzer first. They'll just try to shoot through, and the problem is that this arm, I'm not controlling it, he can just fire it out. Fire it out, yes, okay? I always want to make sure that I'm separating the arms. This is staying in, this is going away. His most common defense also is just to lock his hands together. If he locks his hands together now, when I push, he's safe. So I have to make sure I separate the hands, have a good clamp and control. The next common mistake, people close their triangle backwards. I can't tell you how many times I'm at a Naga or a Grappler's Quest and I see guys get to this position, they pass the arm across, and they close the legs wrong. First, why doesn't this work? It's because he has two carotid arteries. I'm only cutting off one with the arm, the other is free, all right? So what I always have to think is pinch both. What I tell my students is the alligator bites the neck. This is like the jaws of an alligator, it's biting the neck right here. That's how I make sure that I have it proper. If the alligator bites the shoulder, then he's free to breathe. Right? So always make sure you're clamping right on that neck. One more time. So that's our wizard guard triangle from LearnToGrapple.com.